Hey, Cyclo-CLUB, it's Graham Street, and welcome to week 4 of the 90-day off-season fitness blaster. Now, again, I want to remind you that just because I'm on week 4 or others are on week 4 doesn't mean that you have to be on week 4. You could be on week 1 if you want. You could be on week 5 or week 6. The objective here is to make sure that we have the information available that we need to get great off-season fitness results. You're going to have to excuse me today. I'm a little bit under the weather, fighting a cold, so that's going to actually be my quick tip for you right now, is that I know a lot of you during the 12-week system are going to get sick at some point. I hope that you don't, but if you do, the question always comes, what should I do? If I miss a couple workouts in a week, does that mean that I should repeat the week? Does it mean that I should skip the week? What should I do? For me, typically what I do is I curtail the week, meaning that I'll drop out the workouts that my body asks me to drop out. And I keep it that simple. It's always kind of a judgment call, and I can't give you the exact answer. Some people are going to improve their health by exercising when they're sick. My basic suggestion is if you have an upper respiratory infection, okay, bronchitis or some kind of really bad chest cold, that's the kind of thing you want to avoid physical activity. You have to allow for full recovery. Conversely, if you have something like the flu, during the episode of the flu, highly recommended that you do not add physical activity to your agenda, mostly because you're going to drain your immune system further, okay? So that's the time for recovery. Again, each person's going to be different. But if you miss, let's say, the whole week because you were sick, should you repeat the week? Well, if time's not an issue for you, then yeah, go ahead and just insert the week again, or just insert the week after. Not a big deal. If you want to skip past that week and go on to the next week because time frames from your beginning to end is important to you, then skip the week. Again, there's no right or wrong here. I want to make sure that's very clear. This week, the workout swaps that I'm recommending for you is either A, is the fitness testing and benchmark class again. Again, I told you about every 4 weeks I want to repeat that workout. Now, you only need to repeat it if you really believe that you have multiple limiters that you need to be checking up on to see if you're getting improvement every 4 weeks. If that's you, you want to do the testing and benchmark class. If you believe that you don't have a lot of limiters from that initial exercise testing, you can move on to cyclo-spin class number 5, which is zone 4 fitness testing. Now, some of you have already done that before. The reason why you can swap that out is that that's a great focus test only really on how strong and efficient you are at zone 4 on the bike. A pretty important component of overall fitness. If you don't want to do either of these 2 testing procedures and just want to follow your 12-week plan exactly as is for week 4, then do so. Again, these things are not mandatory. They're optional. It's up to you what you want to do, what you want to test, what you want to redo and retest. That's up to you. I'm not going to try to force you to do any of that material. I have a couple of quick tips for you below. I'm going to add a couple more this week. Again, I'm sorry I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball. I have really just not been feeling very well. I did not exercise yesterday. I didn't exercise the day before. Tonight I have to teach a live spin class to like 25 people. It's going to be interesting. I'll rise to the occasion, but by tomorrow, I'll have to reassess where I am physically from my cold. If I feel low, I'm not going to train. I'm going to back off and let my body heal. Keep in mind that when you step on the gas and add intensity because the plan says so and your body says no, you're actually going to send yourself backwards, not forwards. When your body gets sick, it's its way of telling you, you need to back off a little bit, give me some space, let me recover, I'll come back stronger. If you basically snafu that by letting your ego drive the boat, you're going to get yourself in trouble. And that's lesson learned the hard way after doing this for a long time, both personally and professionally. Be nice to yourself. Use some of the tips from below. That's when I really amplify the use of the Club Home Spa, which I've been using for the past couple days. So I have been training, so to speak, just not in the way you think about it. I've also been using my oregano and all the other things that I've got on my list for healthy, healing foods. Keep that in mind. It makes a huge difference for you rebounding and getting strong and fit again. Enjoy this week in the club, my friend. I'll talk to you later.